Hey everybody, welcome to JLB Sports TV. I am Justin Block, and this weekend, Sunday I believe, Liverpool take on Manchester United at Anfield in what should be a very important fixture to determine the rest of the Liverpool season. I do think that with this fixture, if Liverpool can sort of get that early season victory over a top six opponent, or even Manchester United, I don't want to say it'll have shadows of 08-09, but remember that season Liverpool, I believe it was in the first match of the season against Manchester United. They won that match at Anfield, and that really kicked them off to have a great campaign. I'm not saying that this team is anywhere as good as that 08-09 team, but I do think that to get a big victory, or at least the result against Manchester United, will sort of validate all the work that they've done prior to this and really set them up well to continue that success. I think with last year, Liverpool got out of the gate so poorly, and once the losses and the defeats and the disappointing results really pile on, it's hard to get out of that sort of losing average, below average, just overall poor consistency, that mindset that's in the team. So I do think that if Liverpool are able to get a result against United, they'll be on 7 points, they'll feel good, and they can move on and really get ahead and challenge for top four, regardless of who ends up coming in to strengthen the squad until the transfer window closes. Now getting onto the lineup, I do think we'll see a somewhat unchanged lineup. We all know Kolo Toure, he probably will be out for this match. As of filming this video, we don't know his exact status. But Martin Skrtel is figured to be healthy. He should be unfrozen out of the side. And this is a really big test for Martin Skrtel. He's basically been out of form, out of favor, frozen out of the squad since really last February, last January. It's been a long time for Martin Skrtel. We all thought he would move on this summer. I thought he'd go to Napoli, but Liverpool rejected the Napoli bid. So it was £10 million or 10 million euros. So obviously that's a hefty chunk of money that could have gone to a new center back. So obviously that Brendan Rodgers still has some confidence in Martin Skrtel to not go and sell him. This is a player who was one of Liverpool's players of the season a couple of years ago. So if Martin Skrtel can have a good, clean match against Manchester United, I do think that he can set himself up well to remain in the squad, sort of alleviate all the center back concerns that we have at Liverpool. We all know Joe Allen is, of course, suffering from a bit of a hamstring injury, but I don't think he would have started this match anyway. I do think that Jordan Henderson was always going to start in front of Joe Allen, and to me, the rest of the team will be unchanged. But in my opinion, Jordan Henderson will be the key to this match. He will be the X factor. To me, Jordan Henderson's pressing is invaluable to Liverpool because even when he's not having a great game, not finding the right passes, just not having an overall great game in midfield, his pressing, work rate, determination, and energy will always bring something to the table and helping Liverpool win the ball back. So to me, he will be the X factor, really pressing Manchester United's midfield and then overloading the box as that last runner coming in. I really was disappointed in him last game. He didn't really link up with Coutinho or provide that midfield support to really alleviate some of the concerns that Coutinho has had in linking midfield to attack and having him turn and run the ball. So if Jordan Henderson can have an outstanding game, it can really free up the rest of the front three and help Liverpool dominate United's good midfield. Now on the United side of the ball, I do think that the player to watch out for is Wayne Rooney. Yes, Wayne Rooney. He's a big name. We all know about him. But it appears it's not moving to Chelsea, and I do think that he is finally bothered to be in Manchester United again. He had a good game in my mind last week against Chelsea. He seemed to be the only one that was really interested in making things happen on the ball, coming inward to receive the ball in midfield and then spraying passes. So Manchester United's Wayne Rooney is a player who will pull the strings from midfield, linking midfield to attack, and we all know he definitely has a brilliant goal in him or two. So of course Robin van Persie will be the main threat, clinical finisher. If he even gets half a chance, that's the only chance he needs for the game. He will kill you in that respect. But to me, Wayne Rooney is the most deadly player potentially that Manchester United has for this match against Liverpool. And one more thing, I really want more from Iago Aspas. I think last week he was my dud of the match. He had a really poor match. I'm gonna need more from Iago Aspas. I feel like everybody's jumping ahead of themselves just because he's a new signing, he's Spanish, he's Liverpool's number 9, he looks promising, he's a bit tricky. We're automatically ranking him ahead of Downing in terms of performance on the right-hand side, but I don't think we should be that quick. Although Stuart Downing, of course, is an average to above average player at best, obviously not worth the money, he still had consistent production that needs to be replaced. And in my mind, Iago Aspas is not doing that. So before we get ahead of ourselves and anoint Aspas as being an upgrade over Downing, I do think that he has more talent and is in a better position to succeed than Downing. I think he will eventually be better than Downing, but I still need to see that personally. So that's all for today with JLB Sports TV. I'm Justin Block. Give me your lineup predictions down below and a score prediction and how you think Liverpool should attack United. Again, comments down below. Hopefully we'll be able to get a good win to set off the rest of the season. Fingers crossed, guys.